Have you seen it? Have you seen it? It's a Premier League trophy and it's a start of a brand new season of Saving Swans. It's season 8 now and we're going to kick things off today with the Community Shield and the first game of the league season. We've got transfers to talk, we've got objectives to talk. If you're coming in for the first time, we've just won the league, but we still have a Champions League to go for. We lost in the final last year, but this season we're aiming for the top. We're aiming to retain our Premier League title and to win the Champions League. Not many signings coming in, but there's a few that's left the club. More details coming up. What's going on, guys? My name is Adam, I am a Super Swan, and welcome, my friends, to episode 86 of the Saving Swans series, the start of season 8. And as always, we have a lot to go through to discuss the incomings and outgoings. As I mentioned in the intro, we will be playing the Community Shield against Man City, and if we look at the schedule, we'll be going up against Crystal Palace in the first game of the season. As far as transfer window goes, there was not many ins, but there were a lot of going outs. As mentioned in the last episode, we have a new stadium being built, so I put my my board hat on and thought, right, I need to clear some dead wood in order to try and fund the stadium for the next 2 years. So let's have a look at the transfer history. So the incomings are nothing special. We've signed, 2 of these are head of youth development signings, but 3 of them are actually, because this guy is as well. Gwenal Veltonen, he's an 18-year-old striker. He's already worth 9 mil, but we've sent him out on loan to Red Bull Salzburg, so he's not going to be featuring this season. But remember the name, my friends, remember the name. We've also got František Pospisil. He's a Czech international, 18 years old, and he's a Carriero, but I'm going to be training him as a ball-winning midfielder. He's going to be my Zachary Paul backup for the season if need be. To be honest, I don't see him featuring in too many games, but he's got 2-star ability, potential 3.5, but we'll see how we get on. We've also signed Luis Galvez. He comes in, how much? Well, in fact, we paid 63k for Pospisil, but the head of youth development signed him. I signed this guy, Luis Galvez. He's 18 years old, a Chilean international. Again, he's another midfielder who can play right along the line. He can play Mazzella, he can play advanced playmaker, he can play deep line playmaker, and just about play ball-winning midfielder, although the marking and the tackling, not so strong. But he's another one. He's going to be an under-23s. He's going to be someone to look out for. 2.5-star current ability, possible 5-star potential. So we're going to be keeping an eye on him, and looks like Roma and Fiorentina already want to loan him. And the signing we made is a midfielder, Mario Gomez. He's a Portuguese international, 22 years old, 37.5 mil, 4-star current ability, 4-star current potential. So he looks like he's hit his peak already. He's come in as like an advanced / deep line playmaker. He can fill in anywhere across the 3 in the midfield. He's going to be a rotation player. I mean, we're paying him 115 grand a week for a rotation player. Now, you might be thinking, why have you brought in midfielders when we were so stacked last season? The reason being is we've had a massive clear out at the club. We've sold £152 million worth of players. Starting with Marcos Llorente, who we sold to Shanghai for £28.5 million. He wasn't getting games for us at the club. He was kind of like the 5th and 6th choice. So I thought, I'm going to cash in while I can. He's gone to China. 155 grand a week. He wasn't going to be getting that at Swansea City. Octavio Curto's gone on loan. He's a youngster. I don't think he's going to make it. Walter Barreto, a youngster. He's gone to Hibernian on a free. Jadon Sancho's gone to Watford for £15 million. We just weren't utilising him. He didn't make the Champions League squad. We very rarely play the defensive formation with the wingers. And even if we did, I was playing Luke Nart or Angel Correa there. So Jadon Sancho didn't quite make it at the club. He played very well the first couple of seasons when we played with wingers all the time. he was a victim of a change of formation. He might very well still make it. He might still be a fantastic player. But Jadon Sancho, you were unfortunately a victim of circumstance when we changed our formation. Gwenel Veltler, we've already talked about. He's gone on loan to Red Bull Salzburg. Breel Mbolo has gone to Barcelona for 55 million. He came to me in the summer, he said, look, I really want to go to Barca. I said, why would you want to move? We got something going on here. And he was just like, nah, I want to go to Barcelona. So they put a bid in. I negotiated as much as I could, but I took 55 mil. With the strikers we've got at the moment, we've got Aradori coming into form, we've got Yomar, we've got Girigori, Nathan Evans is going to be featured this season. I thought out of all the strikers we had, he was going to be the one I think we need to make way for. So we've cashed in on Mbolo. He is going to be missed, but I am hoping that our other strikers are going to step up this season. Miguel Almiron, £50 million again to China. He was like Llorente. We didn't really use him. Pineda kind of took his place in the team. He's been with us since, I think, season 2. I don't think we got him in season 1, but at least season 2. One of the oldest players in the team. He did a job for us. He was one of our star midfielders for a number of years. He is a true servant of Swansea City, and I am sad to see him go. But £50 million I could not turn down. So Almiron has left the club as well. What a player he has been for Swansea City. We're going to miss him as well. And then Ryan Taylor, one of our youth players who we just loaned out. We got 3.4 mil for him. So that is the signings for the season. We're going to have a look at the tactics screen and see how I'm planning for this season. If I go to squad depth, I might have to take a player out to really bring it up. So, goalkeeper, we got Milagres and Timo Horn. That's unchanged. Right back, we got Trent and Shelby Johnson. I'm happy with both those options. Trent is out for about a month, 2 months, because he broke his ankle at the European Championships. So Shelby Johnson is going to be first choice there. We're going to take out Zachary Paul because he's not really a defender, but we do have 5 defenders centre-backs this season. Ross Pugh, who I have mentioned in earlier seasons, he has come back from loan from Aston Villa. He looks like a very good defender, and he's homegrown. They think he can play in the Premier League. He's got 5-star potential. He's better than Lascelles, so I'm going to give him a chance this season, Ross Pugh. He started the save as Welsh, but now he's English. I'm not quite sure how that happened, but he's now English, even though he was Welsh. But I hope he does play for Wales, but he's had 8 under-21 caps. I think England might be looking at calling it up, as he is better than Lascelles, and Lascelles gets in the England team. So I'm going to give Ross Pugh a go this season. He's going to be our backup, but I'm going to try and play him as much as I can. So we've got Lascelles, Cabrera, Boning and Arthur. No real changes to the centre-back positions apart from that. Left back, Locknart, he's the first choice and target there. Cabrera and Shelby Johnson can play left back if we're struggling, but it's going to be Locknart or target for left back this year. Midfielders, Diego, Zachary Paul and Fabio De Luca are going to be the first choices in their respective roles. Marco Rog, I think, is going to be back up to most of the roles in the team. If I take out a lot of these players, because they're not going to be playing centre midfield this year. Arthur can also play ball winning midfield, so I might try moving him up as a midfielder this season, just so we can get some coverage there. But as far as the midfield position goes, with the sales of Llorente and Almiron, we've got adequate cover, I think. With bringing in Mario Gomez, he's going to slot in either as a Mazzella or a deep line playmaker. Marco Rog's going to be the backup ball winning midfielder. Arthur can play ball winning midfielder as well, so I think we've got decent depth at midfield. Striker and advanced playmakers. I mean, it's going to be Jose and Correa as the advanced playmakers, so they're going to be fighting for that spot. Up front, it's going to be Yomar or Aradori as the target men, although I am going to try Aradori at advanced forward as well, because Aradori was the top goal scorer at the Euros, and Italy won the European Championships. So Aradori is on some fantastic form, and the game thinks he's better than Girigori. So Aradori is going to have a lot more prominent role this season. He came into his own at the end of last year, So hopefully he's going to kick on. And Nathan Evans, again, similar to Ross Pugh, he was on loan at Stoke last year and he was the top goal scorer in the Championship. Or second top goal scorer, one of the two. So he's going to be the backup advanced forward. He's already got experience. He's scored in the Champions League for us before. He scored 24 goals for Stoke last year in the league. So he's going to be a backup for us this year. So the first game is going to be Man City in the Community Shield. And if I go to the preview, the team selection, it is a pre-season game. I'm not going to take this seriously, but it is going to be nice to get a trophy like we did last year. So the team is just going to be for fitness, but Timo Horn in goal, Johnson, Boning, Ross Pugh and Nart at the back, Marco Rog, Arthur and Gomez in the middle, Jose advanced playmaker, and Aradori, who's now the number 7, and Nathan Evans is going to start up front for us today. It is a glorified pre-season game, so I'm not too worried about it, but it would be nice to get a win over Man City in the Community Shield. We'll get the game underway at Wembley. Let's see if our new signing Gomez in the middle makes a difference. We've got Ross Pugh and Nathan Evans in the team, our youngsters as well. It's nice to see 2 of our youth prospects getting into the team. And we'll see how they get on against a Man City team who normally spend big. And they are going to be up there with us for the league this season. So, I mean, it's not our strongest team. I mean, Diego's not playing, De Luca's not playing, Girigori's not playing, I think Arthur's not playing, Milagres is first choice goalkeeper, Bashik for Man City, crosses it in, it's just wide from Man City. So, it's not the end of the world if we lose the Community Shield, but it would be nice to get our hands on some silverware to start the season. But Jose finds Gomez, the new signing, finds Shelby Johnson, tries to play into Nathan Evans, but he is tackled. We win the ball back though. Arthur in the ball in the midfield finds Nathan Evans. Back to Johnson, flicks it to Aradori, but it is intercepted. And our Man City going to start a counter-attack. Schick, he split the defence. Pinamonti's one-on-one, hits the post. And Man City do look the more threatening in this game, although they do have a fairly strong side out today. But like I say, it's more to get the fitness up more than anything. I'm not too concerned about the result. It's to see the new players, see Ross Pugh, see Nathan Evans, Aradori, over the bar from the European Championship top goal scorer. But like I say, it's nice to see Nathan Evans back. I mean, we've tracked him since he was in our youth team at 16. He scored in the Champions League at 16 years old. He has got pedigree in the Swansea City team. I'm hoping to see big things from him this year. But we are coming up to half time. Looking at the shots, we've both had 8 shots. We've both had 2 on target. We've had the more possession, but they've had the clear-cut chance. So it's about an even game, although Man City do look a little bit more threatening. Pinamonti on the wing, crosses it in for Schick, and he headers it over the bar. I'd arguably say Man City have had the better of the chances out of the 2 teams. We might have a look at half-time, see if there's any bench players who need fitness more than anything. But we go to half-time, the Community Shield, it's 0-0. I'm going to give a calm. I'm not happy with your performance out there. That'll hype the team up. Aradori and Nathan Evans are both playing quite poorly, so I'm going to bring Aradori off and bring Yomar on for him. Anybody else on the bench need fitness? Not really. Like I say, I don't want to bring all the best players on because I want to try and get the new signings and the youngsters embedded in the team as quick as possible. But Ross Pugh with a slide tackle. And we do intercept the ball. Sanderberg, the former Swans player. I did scout him to see if I could bring him back when I was looking for midfielders. And he is interested. But Man City wants something like 190 mil to bring him into the team. Gomez with a corner, tries to find Ross Pugh. But Pinamonti clears it for Florit. Can he find it? He was another player I was looking to bring in. Gaston Florit. Bailey crosses it in for Schick. Off the crossbar. And Man City have hit the woodwork twice in this game. They do look the more dangerous, if I'm honest. But the team have done well so far, considering it's not our strongest team. And we do have some youngsters in there. Jose, it's a poor ball from him. Nathan Evans dispossesses, and Nathan Evans grabs the goal. This is the man that was the second top goal scorer in the championship. He's one of our own. Nathan Evans grabs a goal, and that is why he's going to be getting a chance this season. He is a poacher. Get him in the box, and he will score goals. Tackles the defender, and calmly slots it in the corner to make it 1-0 to Swansea City. And one of our own, Nathan Evans. What a player. I'm hoping he is going to crack on this season. I think it's going to be his breakout year. I hope. He's going to try and get Aradori out the team, Girigori out the team. So he's not going to be first choice. But he is going to get some games for us this season. But Yomar, he had a very disappointing... it's a long shot. He had a disappointing Champions League final. He had like a 5 point something. Because I looked at his coach reports and it says that he doesn't relish big matches. And I am slightly concerned about that. But he does score goals for us. But I just need to know not to play him in like a Champions League final. But Gomez finds Arthur. He's tackled. And Man City now going to start a counter-attack. Pinamonti tries to chip the goalkeeper, and he does. It's 1-1. Pinamonti, that was a very nice finish from him. Chipped Timo Horn, who is going to be our cup goalkeeper for the season. I can't moan about that. That was a very nice finish. Schick, he does beat Ross Pugh. It's a lovely chip from him. Well, it looks like a chip anyway. I'm going to say it's a chip. And it is 1-1. We'll give it 10 minutes and we'll make some subs just to get the fitness levels up of our bench players. There we go. 70 minutes. Who needs some fitness? Well, they're all pretty good, to be honest. Well, Correa's on 90%, so we'll bring him on for Jose. He is the thumbnail cover star this year, Angel Correa, if you didn't know who it was in the thumbnail. So I'm starting to run out of real players to use in thumbnails. I might have to start using the regen faces for next year. Marco Rog's looking a bit tired, but we'll leave him on for now. We'll have a look in another 10 minutes. I'm going to encourage the team to try and get a winner. I'm not sure if it goes straight to penalties if it's drawn. But I'm not too concerned about the Community Shield. It'd be nice to win it, but if we lose it, not the end of the world. Schick outside the box. It's a lovely tackle from Arthur, who's playing in midfield today. I want to try and get him to learn that ball-winning midfielder position, because I think he can play it pretty well. Looking at his stats, he can play that position quite well. Schick. That's a nice goal from Patrick Schick. You don't save those, really, do you? Man City have scored 2 good goals in this game. We've already won the Community Shield. We won that last year. But Schick on the half volley. You don't save those. If we lose 2-1, I'd be pretty okay with that, to be honest. We got one more sub to make. We'll bring off Marco Rog. He's looking a bit tired. We'll bring on De Luca on for him. And we'll swap Gomez and De Luca around. We'll go attacking because why not? We've only got 5 minutes to go. Let's see if we can try and force an equaliser. Florit floats one in. Johnson clears the ball. Vinicius Jr. finds Pinamonti to Schick. To be fair, Man City have looked more dangerous in this game. So no complaints from me. Pinamonti makes it 3-1. And Man City are going to win the Community Shield this year. But Nathan Evans has played a good game. Ross Pugh, maybe not so much. But again, I'm not bothered about the Community Shield. It is a glorified pre-season game. And we've already won it last year. So I want to win the Carabao Cup. Because we have not won that competition. We've won it and we lost to United in 2 finals. We are going to make changes. We might as well stay on attacking for the last 3 minutes. It might be 4-1. It might be 3-2. One of the two. But Correa with a poor pass. Pinamonti now for Man City. Schick finds Vinicius Jr. Beats his man. Man City crosses across goal. It's all Man City now. It's 4-1. They've really turned it on the second half. They've had 3 clear-cut chances, scored 4 goals. They do deserve it. I think they've been the better team in this game. Is it a 4-1 though? I don't know. But they do go 4-1 up. I did say it was either going to be 3-2 or 4-1. But we're going to go into injury time. As long as it's not 5-1, that would just be ridiculous. We are on attacking though, so, it's to be expected. Schick in the box. I thought that was going to be 5. But it's been the last 15 minutes, it's been all Man City. I should really bring their tactics up because I have not been paying attention to that. Timo Horn boots it upfield. We've only got about 20 seconds of the game to go. Let's not make it 5-1, boys. I mean, they've scored 3 goals in the last 15-20 minutes. Let's end on a high. I don't think it's going to end on a high, to be honest with you. So it looks like we're going to lose the Carabao Cup final 4-1. Man City do win the Carabao Cup. You don't get confetti for the Carabao Cup. And it doesn't even look like that trophy. That looks like a league trophy. That's what I wanted to see at the end of last season. We didn't get the confetti when we won the Premier League, which I'm a bit disappointed in. But yeah, they scored 3 goals in the last 10 minutes, so it's not the end of the world. But we do lose the Carabao Cup final, but it was more to show off our youngsters. So what we're going to do, we're going to come back for the first game of the season against Crystal Palace. So this is going to be the lineup for the Crystal Palace game. First game of the season at home. We got Milagres, Johnson, Boning, Arthur and Nart at the back. Diego, Paul and DeLuca, so the first choice midfield. I'm experimenting with DeLuca because as a deep line playmaker, he doesn't really have any long shots. So I've turned him into a roaming playmaker and I've told him to shoot more often. So hopefully we can see a bit more long shots this season. Jose in the advanced playmaker position and Yoma and Girigori are going to start up front. Aradori on the bench as well as Ross Pugh, Rog, Gomez, Correa, Target and Timo Horn. We should get a result today against Palace. We are at home. I'm confident we can get a result. Let's get the game underway. I don't think Crystal Palace were in the Premier League last season, but I can always have a look later on. But hopefully we can get off our league defence with a win. DeLuca crosses it in. It's headed away, but Boning's probably going to pick that up. He does. Crosses that for Jose. Tries to find Paul. He does. DeLuca, 20 long shots. 20 long shots. No, he passes it to Nart. But Nart finds DeLuca, finds Jose. Back to DeLuca, the midfielder passing it. Lovely ball to Girigori. Off the post. 5 minutes in. And we're threatening Crystal Palace's goal. Although we're not seeing many highlights in the game. We're having all the shots. But, we're only 18 minutes in. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Capesi to Shop, who's injured, but still playing. Nart's going to pick that up. Finds Milagres. He's going to pump it upfield. He does. Although he does give it straight to Adnan Januzaj. He tries to find the striker. Boning intercepts. And Shelby Johnson clears it through. Yomar to Girigori. He's going to use Johnson on the right-hand side. Fabio DeLuca. Jose to Yomar. Lovely passing here. DeLuca. Lovely ball to Girigori. Offside? Offside. I had a feeling. I thought it was a good finish, though. I'll give him that. We're going to encourage the team. Well, I say encourage the team. We're going to tell them to get creative. And hopefully find the first goal. I'll tell you what, right? I've been reading the green statuses at the top, right? 10 minutes in it told me the crosses weren't working. Now it's telling me to play long balls. And now it's telling me to play more direct. Make up your mind, assistant manager. What do you want to do? Because you just seem to change your mind every 5 minutes as to what passing game you want. And if you're going to do that, I'm just going to stick to mixed passing. Because that's what seems to work. Lovely ball to DeLuca. Yomar one-on-one. It's a save by the goalkeeper. I am concerned about Yomar. I mentioned earlier on. Doesn't do well in big matches. And he does seem to take about 3 1-on-1s in order to score a goal. But he is a world-class player, and he does score goals. It's not like he doesn't. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do about Yomar. But Diego intercepts the ball. Yomar to Jose. Zachary Paul. Girigori in the box. And it is 1-0 to Swansea. Girigori's the man to grab the first goal of the season. Why wouldn't it be him? He is our probably first choice advanced forward for the season. But Yomar finds Jose to Paul. Lovely ball. And Girigori. Lovely slotted pass. Or lovely shot, I should say. Into the goal. And we are 1-0 up just before half time. Can we grab a second goal? Yomar finds Zachary Paul. Fabio De Luca. 20 long shots. But Girigori's in the box. And he makes it 2-0 to Swansea. Orlando Girigori. 2 goals. And we look like, well, look at the stats. I mean, 17 shots, 10 on target to compare to Crystal Palace's 1. I think we're going to have a win to start the season off. Girigori, the lovely shot with power and placement. And he makes it 2-0 to Swansea City. And we're going to go in half time. 2-0 up. I'm going to praise the attack. I'm going to say, no, I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to leave as it is. I'm not going to, don't fix what's not broken. They're 2-0 up. All we need now is a Fabio De Luca long shot. I've told him to shoot more often, so hopefully we won't have to have like 1 goal a season from him, because he could definitely score goals. Yomar, unlucky. Unlucky from Yomar. We might sub him off around about an hour and bring Aradori on, because he's not having the best of games. He's on 6.4 at the moment. We'll have a look. We'll wait to the end of this highlight. De Luca to Jose to Yomar. Give it to De Luca. He's got 20 long shots. Luke Nart crosses it in for Yomar. Yomar, my friend, you are coming off. We'll bring Aradori on for him. Anybody else? No, I think we're good. I think we're good everywhere else. We'll get Aradori on. Oh, we've also named a new captain as well, because Rocky Mesa is now in the under-23s and he's got 1 year left on his contract. So Lascelles does step up to be the captain. I've made Milagres the vice-captain. They did say for me to give Aradori the captainship. That's not a word. The captain's armband, but he's only been with us a season. I don't think he deserves it yet. Maybe next season when we maybe get rid of Lascelles. I don't know. He might be vice-captain then. But Milagres will probably be the captain for the league. And Lascelles, when he comes on, will take the armband off him. But nothing exciting happening. We'll make some more subs 80 minutes in. There we go. We'll bring on... Jose's on 6. The team's playing pretty well. I don't want to rock the boat. We'll bring on Correa for Jose. And we will bring on Ross Pugh. We'll bring him on for Arthur. Get the youngster on, because I want to give him as many games as I can, because he's got potential 5 stars, and he's homegrown. So it'll be brilliant for our team if we can integrate him into the team. So we're going to play him as much as we can. But it does look like we are going to win the game 2-0. There's the final whistle. And Swansea City win 2-0 on the first day of the season. We'll save the game to confirm the result. Swansea hammer Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace's defeat against Swansea on a wet evening at Liberty Stadium saw the Eagles feature a number of debutants in the starting lineup. It didn't make a difference though, we still won 2-0. Correa's out for 3 days. United beat Spurs 1-0. We're going to praise Girigori. You were superb in front of goal. And we'll have a look at our first look at the competition stage for the season. We are in 4th place with 1 game played. So I think what we'll do is next time there will be a Champions League draw. I will feature that in the opening of the next episode. And we will come back for the Spurs and the first Champions League game. Because Spurs were runners-up last year. So that'll be an interesting away game. See where we are, if we're going to be able to defend our title. So the 2 games in between you're going to be missing out on is Watford away and Manchester United at home. That'll be a big game to see if our league credentials, our retaining the league credentials, are actually there. And we'll come back next time for Spurs and the first game of the Champions League for the season. Leave a like if you enjoyed, guys. Subscribe to the channel for more FM18 Football Manager 2018 content, even though they're both the same thing. Are we going to win the Champions League next season? Let me know in the comments down below. We upload Saving Swans every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, 4 PM GMT. And hopefully I will see you next time. Thank you very much for watching.